There is a forest, dark, ancient, feared. They call it the Forest of Shadows. It sits at the edge of the known world, a brooding sentinel, cloaked in perpetual twilight. The sunlight dares not penetrate its dense canopy. The air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and secrets best left undisturbed. The villagers speak of it in hushed tones. Their stories are passed down through generations, each telling more chilling than the last. They say the forest is alive, that it watches, that it chooses who it takes. No map dares to chart its depths. The Forest of Shadows exists beyond the realm of cartographers. It is a place forgotten by time, untouched by the passage of seasons. Some say it is a portal to another dimension, a place where reality bends and twists, where shadows dance with the living. Others believe it is the sanctuary of ancient beings, creatures of myth and legend, their power as old as time itself. They are the guardians of the forest's secrets, and they guard them jealously. Stories abound, woven from equal parts fear and fascination, tales of travelers lured off the path by flickering lights, never to be seen again, of whispers that caress the ears, promising power and knowledge. The forest's silence is a symphony of unseen things, a chorus of rustling leaves and snapping twigs. But these are more than just stories. They are warnings, reminders of the forest's power. The villagers know that to venture within is to invite oblivion, to stare into the abyss and risk the abyss staring back. Legend has it that a young woman, Ilara, once dared to enter the forest. This forest was no ordinary place. It was shrouded in mystery and whispered to hold ancient, untamed magic. The villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, warning of the shadows that lurked within, shadows that could steal a person away without a trace. Her lover, a brave and kind-hearted man, was one such victim, stolen away by the shadows. The night he disappeared, the air was thick with an eerie silence, and the moon hid behind a veil of clouds. Ilara's heart was shattered, but her spirit remained unbroken. She vowed to find him, to defy the forest and its ancient magic. With a torch in hand and determination in her eyes, she stood at the edge of the forest, ready to face whatever lay within. The villagers watched from a distance, their faces etched with worry and fear. The villagers pleaded with her, warned her of the dangers. They spoke of others who had entered the forest, never to return. They told tales of the forest's enchantments, of how it could twist the mind and ensnare the soul. But Ilara was determined. She believed that love was stronger than any magic, and she was willing to risk everything for the chance to save her beloved. She stepped into the forest and vanished. The mist swallowed her whole, and the villagers could do nothing but hope and pray for her safe return. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, but there was no sign of Ilara. The forest remained as enigmatic and foreboding as ever. Some say she found her lover. They speak of seeing two shadowy figures embracing in the depths of the forest, their love strong enough to break the curse that held them. These stories bring a glimmer of hope to those who hear them, a belief that love can conquer even the darkest of places. Others whisper that she became a prisoner of the forest, another soul claimed by its embrace. They say that her spirit now wanders the woods, lost and searching, forever bound to the place that took her love away. These tales serve as a warning to those who might dare to enter the forest, a reminder of the price of defiance. But there are those who believe Ilara is the key to understanding the forest's secrets. They think that she discovered something profound, something that could unlock the mysteries of the ancient magic that resides there. These believers search for signs of her, hoping to find clues that might reveal the truth, that she alone holds the answer to its mysteries. They imagine her standing confidently in the heart of the forest, uncovering hidden secrets and wielding the power of the ancient magic. Whether she is a lost soul, a triumphant lover, or a keeper of secrets, Ilara's legend continues to captivate and inspire those who hear it. Years passed, decades. The memory of Ilara faded, becoming another thread in the fabric of the forest's lore. The villagers continued to give the forest a wide berth, their fear a tangible thing, until one day a figure emerged from the trees, a lone silhouette against the dying light shrouded in shadow. Whispers rippled through the village. Could it be? Had someone returned from the clutches of the Forest of Shadows? Or was this something far more sinister? The figure stumbled into the village square, their body frail and weary. Their face, hidden beneath a hood, was etched with an emotion the villagers couldn't quite decipher. Fear, awe, or something else entirely. Something colder, more ancient. They spoke, their voice a raspy whisper, their words sending chills down the villagers' spines. They spoke of things seen and heard within the forest, of secrets buried deep, of power waiting to be claimed. Their words were fragmented, disjointed like shards of a broken memory. The villagers listened, their eyes wide with a mixture of terror and morbid curiosity. They realized that the figure was not Ilara, it was someone else, someone forever marked by the forest's touch. They could see it in their eyes, the way they seemed to shift and flicker, as if two worlds were battling for dominance within them. The figure spoke of the forest's hunger, its endless appetite for souls and stories. They warned the villagers to stay away, to never tempt fate, to forget the forest even existed. Then, as quickly as they appeared, the figure was gone. It was as if the night itself had swallowed them whole, leaving no trace behind. The villagers had only caught a fleeting glimpse, a shadowy silhouette that seemed to merge seamlessly with the darkness of the forest. The air was thick with tension, and the silence that followed was almost deafening. Vanished into the night, leaving behind more questions than answers. The village square, usually bustling with life, now stood eerily quiet under the soft glow of the moonlight. The once familiar surroundings now felt alien, as if the very essence of the village had shifted. The villagers, who had always felt a sense of security within their community, now found themselves questioning everything they thought they knew. The villagers were left in stunned silence, their fear giving way to a profound sense of unease. Whispers of uncertainty spread like wildfire, each person trying to make sense of what they had witnessed. The children clung to their parents, seeking comfort in a world that suddenly seemed so unpredictable. The elders, who had seen many seasons come and go, were at a loss for words, their wisdom offering no solace in the face of such an enigma. The forest was no longer a distant threat. It had always been there, on the periphery of their lives, a place of mystery and untold stories. But now it felt closer, more immediate. The trees, with their gnarled branches and dense foliage, seemed to whisper secrets in the wind. The villagers could no longer ignore the presence of the forest. It had become an undeniable part of their reality. It was a living, breathing entity, capable of reaching out and touching their lives. The shadows that danced among the trees seemed to have a life of their own, moving with an eerie grace. The forest was no longer just a backdrop to their existence. It was an active participant, a force that could no longer be ignored. The villagers felt its presence in every rustle of leaves, every creak of branches. The forest of shadows had revealed itself, if only for a fleeting moment. That brief encounter had left an indelible mark on the villagers' psyche. They had always known the forest was there, but seeing it come to life, even for just a moment, had changed everything. It was as if the forest had lifted a veil, showing them a glimpse of its true nature. The villagers were left to ponder the mysteries that lay within its depth. But that glimpse was enough to ignite a spark of fear and curiosity in their hearts. The realization that the forest was not just a collection of trees, but a sentient entity, was both terrifying and fascinating. The villagers knew that their lives would never be the same. They had been given a rare insight into a world that existed parallel to their own, a world that was both beautiful and dangerous, enough to shatter their illusions of safety. The sense of security they had always taken for granted was now in tatters. The village, once a haven of peace, now felt vulnerable and exposed. The shattered glass on the ground was a stark reminder of the fragility of their world. The villagers knew that they could no longer afford to be complacent. They had to be vigilant, always aware of the presence of the forest and the mysteries it held, enough to remind them that some things are best left undisturbed. The forest, with its dark, undisturbed atmosphere, was a place of secrets and ancient wisdom. The villagers had learned a valuable lesson. Not all mysteries are meant to be unraveled. Some things are best left in the shadows, where they belong. The forest of shadows had made its presence known, and the villagers would never forget the night it revealed itself. The forest still stands, dark, silent, watching. Its ancient trees whisper secrets to those who dare to listen, their leaves rustling with tales of old. The shadows stretch long, casting an eerie presence that seems almost alive. The air is thick with mystery, and the forest holds its breath, waiting for the next soul to wander into its depths. A brooding presence on the edge of their world. The villagers know better than to venture too close. The border of the forest is a line they dare not cross, a boundary between the known and the unknown. Dark clouds gather above, as if the forest itself is a living entity, brooding and watchful. It is a place where light struggles to penetrate and where the brave seldom return. The villagers keep their distance, their fear a constant companion. They speak in hushed tones, their eyes always darting towards the tree line. Stories of those who entered and never returned are shared in whispers, a reminder of the forest's unforgiving nature. The fear is palpable, a living, breathing thing that binds the community together in their shared dread. They tell their children the stories, passing down the warnings. Around the warmth of the fireplace, tales of the forest's dangers are recounted. The children listen with wide eyes, absorbing every word. These stories are more than just entertainment. They are lessons, warnings etched into the fabric of their upbringing. The forest is a character in their lives, a dark presence that looms over their childhood. But they also whisper of the figure who returned, a lone soul who braved the shadows and emerged, forever changed. This figure is a beacon of hope and fear, a reminder that the forest can be both a place of doom and a crucible of transformation. The villagers speak of this person in reverent tones, their stories tinged with awe and disbelief. The one who dared to defy the shadows and lived to tell the tale. This hero's journey is a testament to human courage and resilience. They faced the darkness head-on, their spirit unbroken. Their story is a light in the darkness, a narrative that inspires and terrifies in equal measure. It is a tale of survival, of confronting the unknown and emerging victorious, and in those whispers, a seed of curiosity is planted. The children, though warned of the dangers, cannot help but feel a pull towards the unknown. Their imaginations run wild with thoughts of what lies beyond the tree line. The forest, with all its mysteries, becomes a forbidden allure, a challenge waiting to be met. The seed of curiosity grows, nurtured by the stories of old, a flicker of defiance against the darkness. The children, emboldened by the tales of the one who returned, feel a spark of bravery. They dream of being the next to conquer the shadows, to uncover the secrets that the forest guards so jealously. This flicker of defiance is the beginning of a new chapter, a new generation ready to face the darkness. For as long as the forest of shadows stands, so too will the allure of its mysteries. The forest is a timeless entity, its presence a constant in the lives of the villagers. It is a place of fear and fascination, a dark enigma that beckons the brave and the curious. The shadows may be daunting, but the light of curiosity and courage will always find a way to shine through.